Hello and welcome to Nintendo Pals, your weekly dive into all things Nintendo with a couple of friends. Tonight, we asked you who's the most dateable Nintendo character, and we're going to discuss. Plus, I have a game show for Micah to be on. That's right, and we'll be talking news and games we're playing. We're talking all of that and more. Greetings, fellow Nintendo Pals. My name is Andros, and I am one of the hosts of the Nintendo Pals podcast, the show all about Nintendo and friendship. And I'm joined by my best friend, it's Micah.
Yep.
And Micah, I have got to ask, how the heck are you?
I'm pretty good.
Pretty good, you say? You have no answer to that.
Yep. That's what I say.
I hate to ask, but your microphone all of a sudden is very loud.
Guess what? This is on loop.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't stop when you turn the loop off either. Okay, there we go.
That was exciting. Your microphone is up a little loud now, which is very weird because it wasn't earlier. I don't know what's going on. We are once again trying a new streaming service, recording service, and this one so far seems to be pretty good. We like this one, I think.
So far
seems pretty easy, minus the looping intro. But bear with us as sound effects and things might be a little bit wonky. But this is all so that you, dear listener, will leave us a 5-star review. It helps us to take over the world of podcasts and Nintendo podcasts specifically. And we're constantly trying new tools and things to improve the show to earn your 5 stars. If we're not getting 5 stars for effort, then what are we getting 5 stars for? Don't answer that.
Yeah.
Don't answer that. Just give us 5 stars on your podcast listening app of choice. That's Apple, Podchaser, Spotify, Audible, all those places let you leave 5-star reviews. Hey, Spotify, we see you out there, Spotify listeners. Thank you for all of the 5-star reviews. We wish that Spotify would change it so we could shout you out specifically, but you guys have been leaving us tons of 5-star reviews over there on Spotify. We are one of the most 5-star reviewed podcasts in the Nintendo category. How much so? I don't know, because it's not really like a list somewhere, but I know that we are high ranking. Let's just keep climbing. We will only settle for the top. That's where we're destined to be. And speaking of settling for the top, why don't we just jump on into this show, Micah? What do you think we do first on this show? Let's talk. What you playing? Micah, what have you been playing lately? What games you playing? What's hitting you in the realm of Nintendo Switch in this year Nintendo era?
Not a ton, but
what?
Of course,
it's kind of like you're in a non-Nintendo phase. And for those that have just joined, maybe this is your first episode, Micah has been giving me grief that I'm in a non-Nintendo phase because I've played a couple games not on Nintendo systems, while simultaneously not playing any games on Nintendo systems.
What are you talking about? I played Rocket League.
That's not on Nintendo. You didn't play that on Nintendo. Okay, Splatoon.
And Rocket League.
Rocket League you did play on the Switch. Tell me you played it on your Switch.
You have no proof. You know what? I played it on my Switch.
Not this week.
And you know me, I'm not a liar. I'll never do such a thing.
Gosh dang it. Well, I'm giving you grief, but yeah.
What have you played?
Splatoon.
Have you actually played some Nintendo games this week?
Yeah, I got a list, brother. I got a list that's at least 4 times as long as yours.
Oh, I forgot to play Tears of the Kingdom as well. Oh, and Mario Kart 8. That might have actually been last week.
Oh, really?
So I forgot. Yeah, played a little bit of that.
Well, how was it?
Pretty good.
You always just like talk about. You always just like, yeah, I played this, but you never like talk. You never expand on it.
Well, yeah, I mean, we played some of the battle mode, randomized stuff. I forgot how many different modes they have.
In Mario Kart?
Yeah.
Oh.
They got the robbers and
the one where it like changes what game you're playing each round.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's
like
fun.
Getting the coins and then the classic battle, but with a bajillion bombs.
Oh yeah.
Cops and robbers. The Shine Thief one.
Shine Thief and Cops and Robbers are probably my favorite. I don't really like standard battle, and
Shine Thief is the worst.
Just keep away from everybody else.
So chaotic. Maybe if you're playing with a small group and you don't have PCs on.
Yeah. But there's a lot to do with the multiplayer of Mario Kart. Mario Kart's just kind of a game that's like evergreen. No wonder it's the best-selling game. Like,
and no wonder they'll never make another.
You say that. You say that.
Only because
you've jinxed us. Switch 2 comes out and we're getting Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Mario Kart 8 Double Deluxe.
It comes with all the new tracks and whatnot, and then they announced another 48 coming.
Oh man, it really is a wild game in that it just like is never ending. But it did end finally after doubling the tracks. If they came out and said we're making more at this point, I'd be like, what? Give this just make another one.
You'd finally believe me that they were never making another.
Yeah, I would finally believe you. Anything else you want to highlight from what you played this week?
I think that's just about it.
You've been playing a lot of Helldivers.
Just a little bit.
Well, I've just seen you on playing Helldivers while I've been working on stuff. How goes the war?
It goes pretty good, but we've pushed the automatons back pretty far.
Oh, did you take back the creek? Or
Oh yeah, we took Malevelon Creek, and April 3rd was made Malevelon Creek Memorial Day, and they gave out free capes, so that was pretty cool.
I saw like a post somewhere that was like, I freed Malevelon Creek, and all I got was a cape. It's like like a T-shirt. I was like, that's pretty funny. Cool. That sounds pretty fun.
Pretty good. Of course, the best part of that game is they'll have the updates, and they'll like list all the changes, and then they won't mention like the new enemies that you'll just happen upon.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times there'll be like rumors of enemies, and they'll like post on their Twitter and whatnot and be like, what are you guys talking about? Bugs can't fly. And then like 2 weeks after they introduce the flying bugs, like, okay, yes, bugs can fly. They evolved.
They're pretty funny. They're a well-run campaign, live service type game. Well, for me, I have been playing several. I've played several games. I'm going to start with the one that I played the least, and that is Hopping Bunny. That's for Easter. Challenge I was doing on Easter Sunday, and it's a game where you throw a bunny towards a flag. And you're like a little bunny ball guy. It
seems kind of like golf.
Yeah, it's clearly a mobile game ported over, but it wasn't bad. I've played far worse mobile ports on Nintendo Switch, so it was pretty good. Besides that, though, I played more Tears of the Kingdom. had a blast doing Easter themed challenges for stream, and yeah, I've been running around, getting some armor pieces and other things that I didn't have previously. The game I probably played most was Vampire Survivors. I've been working on getting the just all the unlocks for the DLC. I have found like a new. I like to come up with like builds to run with in that game using the. There's like the specials that you can get from the purple chests, right?
Oh yeah.
So I have been trying desperately to get the combo of being able to freeze enemies with this set of weapons, and then freezing enemies causes explosions. And every time I can't get the first one. I start with the freezing enemies causes explosions, and then go for freezing items, and then the extra weapons that I could get to freeze later, but then I never get that. I never get it. I was like, I re-rolled like 8 times and it did not come up. So
Not meant
dumb.
to be.
Yeah,
Maybe they just don't allow that. It's too broken.
Yeah, maybe. That's what I've been doing. I unlocked some new weapons, some characters. Having fun with that. Vampire Survivors, great game. Really enjoy it. I fired up and played a little bit of No Man's Sky. They recently launched an update, and I was actually looking into it.
The Fractal something one, or is that an older one?
No, this
or
one.
Did I make that up?
Fractal was an old one. This one's like Orbital or something like that, and it was a redoing of spaceports, and you can also now build your own custom spaceship using scraps. However, all of this stuff is like still so much further into the game than where I'm at. Like, it just takes a long time to build up the materials to do that stuff. And I don't really know what to do. Because I'm like, I don't really want to just sit here and grind out things.
Just got to get good.
Yeah, so I've been like doing some of the story-esque missions and such in there. But I don't know, man. I really like No Man's Sky, but I feel like I need to play this multiplayer with other people. Kind of like, yeah, that.
If only it had multiplayer.
It does, but I don't think the Switch version does. Still, I don't think they've added it.
It's actually kind of a bummer.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like it. I think it's a gorgeous game. I think there's like, I look at it and go like, oh man, I want to be able to get one of these like freighter ships or what have you. But I'm just like, to get from point A to point B is going to take me like 100 hours, and I don't know if I really want to do that. I just kind of like to be able to go a little bit faster. So hey, if you're out there, you're playing No Man's Sky, and you know how to kind of speed things up, make the process of making money faster or whatever, let me know. Hit me up on our Discord. And besides that, I played Plate Up. That indie game that's kind of like a restaurant sim. Very fun. Did you ever play Diner Dash on the computer?
Maybe
back in the day.
I don't know if that's the exact one, but I've played some Diner.
Well,
game.
Essentially, you need to run this restaurant by cooking, like in the kitchen. You're doing kind of overcooked type, like, okay, got to get this and mix this together, and you also have to keep the customers happy. They have like a patience meter for each of the steps of waiting for dinner, and that's waiting to take your order, waiting to be seated. And I was playing with my wife and son. They asked me to help them out with this whole, and we couldn't do it, man. It was hard. It was tough getting everything coordinated. We have 2 tables, and there's like a line of people outside, and they're all getting mega impatient. Like, we're making pizzas as fast as we can. I don't know what to tell you. and then you can like organize the kitchen how you want it to be. So I like reorganized it for maximum speed and efficiency. But then you're relying on other people that are like, what's it called? The dishes. I couldn't remember what that was called. My brain completely blank. People doing dishes, and it was like, oh, you got to go grab the dishes, but then they want to run in and help in the kitchen, and so you all just end up like screaming at each other.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, we weren't really screaming at each other.
Sounds kind of like Lovers in a Dangerous Space Time.
Yeah. My wife was like, we should play this after the kids go to bed. She was losing patience with our son, and he was loving it. He was having a great time with the game. He was like, I want to be the chef, and then would absolutely fail. But he was, I mean, he was a good sport. He was trying his best.
Is it really a failure if you're having a good time though?
Yeah.
And the answer is yes.
He burnt the pizzas, and then you have to like throw them in the garbage so they don't take up counter space. It's pretty funny. It's all a very silly, fun game. But yeah. I think that's it for what I've been playing this week. That huge list of Nintendo games. It's crazy how many Nintendo games I've been playing. Of course, always been playing Pokemon Go, and just working on collecting those Zygarde cells.
I think I have like 2.
You have 2?
I'm never collecting more. I've walked on. Well, the only time I ever went on a route was when I visited you last Christmas.
Well, yeah. See, got word in chat here that Micah's voice is approximately 8 times louder than yours. I turned up my mic and turned down yours, so it should be good. Hopefully that's better. We got I can't see here in the chat says been playing Link's Awakening remake. He's got 2 dungeons left before endgame. It's hype. Link's Awakening is one I want to play at some point, but I just got so many great games to play at the moment. Oh, we didn't even talk about
Metroid Prime Remastered.
Well, let's talk about Nintendo. You and I played a new game this week called Content Warning. That was pretty fun. In it,
yep.
It's like Lethal Company, where you're like going down to a planet and you're like space traveler type people. But instead of collecting scrap to sell, you're YouTubers and you're trying to get scary footage for SpookTube so that you can go viral and get money through like ad revenue. And it's very funny. It's very funny. It's a completely different vibe of game while still being very Lethal Company like. I don't know how else to describe it.
Instead of 100% trying to avoid all the monsters and get the scrap, you have to actually like try and interact and get good footage of the monsters.
Yeah.
Usually as they're murdering you.
Yeah. so true. And I found this game to be like not scary even a little bit.
Yeah.
Like Lethal Company is way scarier than this game. This game's just so silly. Even though I think on the surface it looks scarier. Like the world is like dark and like the monsters look like they'd be scary, but no, they're just silly. Well, I mean, one of them's just literally like cartoon ghost with a knife. He's like,
yeah,
just like a guy running around with a knife. Yeah, I think that that game is really fun. It's pretty cheap. I think it's like $8. It was free on April Fool's Day. That's when we picked it up.
Jokes on us. All of our credit cards are going to be charged $8.
I'm hopeful that they add more to it because it feels like a really great base to build on with more stuff. But we also need to play more where we're getting further into the.
I feel like
further into the round.
The first cycle can be pretty slow paced, like just trying to find something scary.
Yeah. And then the second
Well-
cycle, it's pretty fast paced and dying to finding things scary because they're all over.
Yeah. I wish we could just skip to the second.
Yeah. One of my favorite things that we had happen was everybody died except for my brother. And we're like all screaming from the dead lobby, like, just leave, just leave. And he's like, oh, what do I do, guys? Just hang out here? Like, well, I guess I'll just go. And he turns to go, and there's that ghost with the knife. and it, I mean, I kid you not, guys. This is like someone with a bed sheet on their head, like that style of ghost. And he's like, oh no, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't think of this through. Because if everybody dies, then you don't have the footage. Yeah, you lose the camera, and you all are sharing the one camera. And so he is getting chased in. He gets chased into the ship by this guy and dies to him. And so we all spawn back up at the main planet, and we're like, I cannot believe you did that. That was so dumb. Why didn't you just leave? And we go to the ship, and our camera was on the ship. We'd all died, but the camera made it back. So we still got our footage. And we got a lot of views.
You all go sit on the couch and watch it.
Yeah, it's such a good like moment when everybody like gathers around the TV and game to watch the footage. Anyways, I'm hopeful that this game takes off and gets more attention. I want these games to come to Switch. I want Lethal Company, Content Warning, these games to come to Switch. They would be really fun to play on Switch. Anyway, that's all what we got going to talk about in what we're playing. So let's jump over to some Nintendo news. What we got first in the Nintendo news this week?
That's a good question.
Well, I can start us off here. We're getting a Tetris 99 Maximus Cup. It's the 39th Maximus Cup. This time it is Princess Peach Showtime themed. So when will that be happening? Good question. I'm not 100% sure. It will be happening right now, today, this week. So it already happened. By the time this episode goes
You're
on.
welcome for letting you know.
We're very, very well, actually, it goes from 12 a.m. on Friday to 11:59 p.m. Monday. So you may, because these episodes go live Monday morning, so it may,
Theoretically,
you may have time. You go do it right now. Someone out there's like, shoot! Thanks for the reminder, and they run to get the theme real quick. Yeah. Next news item. Hit us with it.
we got a nice collab Tears of the Kingdom and I don't know how to say this.
Uniqlo.
Uniqlo. Uniqlo. Oh, that makes a lot of sense now. Like unique clothes.
Like unique clothing.
I get it now.
Yeah, the only thing that stinks about these Uniqlo things, they're always pretty expensive. But these ones aren't.
Yeah. These ones aren't too bad.
They're not. 25 a pop?
I mean, it's kind of expensive when you think of the Walmart $5 t-shirt section. I don't even know
but those
big anymore.
I gotta say that I am not purchasing cheap t-shirts anymore. This one that I'm wearing right now, do you see that print? That used to be Andros there. Huh. And it faded like pretty dang fast. But if you get like, is that a Walmart shirt that you're wearing?
I think it is, actually. And you can see those kind of fading through. I also have, there are like 57 holes in this shirt. A whole bunch of teeny holes.
The official Nintendo merch has not faded even a little bit. And I've had that now for over a year. And it's still going strong. So I'm like, I need to not go on the cheap shirts and just invest in something with a way higher quality print.
Or you just get 5 times as many shirts.
True. So true. Man, Mike, I don't know. I really like this Addison sign pocket shirt. And then there's the Korok shirt.
A Korok shirt. I don't remember seeing that one. I gotta actually.
Korok in a pocket.
Oh, that's awesome. I like things in pockets. As you can tell, if you're watching the video.
Yeah.
I guess for those not watching the videos, Jake the dog in my pocket. From one of the greatest episodes of Adventure Time. You find out that Jake was in the pocket all along.
Oh, nice.
After everyone has almost died.
Please lend him your power. What a intense shirt. Yeah.
So we're just gonna keep looking at these shirts.
I'm just looking at these shirts now. It looks like they're like all sold out. Maybe it's just like not out yet. It will be out. Who knows? Who knows?
In stores April 25th, I think.
Ah, okay.
Well, available online plus in stores April 25th. I don't know if that means
time to run
online
to
is also the 25th.
Store. I don't know if I've ever seen this store in real life. That a real place.
I don't think I have.
Well, anywho, you can rush to the store to get these shirts April 25th. Just like this man was rushed to the jail. Kyoto police arrested a 27-year-old public service worker that was suspected of sending death and bomb threats to Nintendo. Ones that resulted in the delay of Nintendo Live 2024. Thank goodness. Get these crummy people out of here. Just like bomb and death threats to Nintendo. What the heck's even the... For what? What were they trying to do? Put Waluigi in Smash?
People are dumb.
Yeah, I like... Super dumb. Super
dumb. Especially when they think they're anonymous.
Yep. The Nintendo ninjas got him. What's our next news item, Micah?
We got the Splatoon Springfest coming up at some point. Let's see, on the 19th through the 21st.
Yeah, and we're debating between which fuzzy fluffiness do you like the most?
Yep. And the 3 options are baby chicks, little bunnies, and bear cubs.
What you going with this round?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think I've ever touched a bear cub, but they do look like they have fuzzy fluffiness.
Yeah. Maddie Best
I
points
think
out...
chicks are pretty cool and whatnot, but I don't know if they're really that fluffy.
Oh, have you ever held a baby chick? They're pretty fluffy.
I don't think I have.
Maddie Beth points out on Discord that it's a little suspicious that Big Man is Team Bear Cubs, like Mr. Grizz.
Grizz. Why is that suspicious? What are you trying to say about Mr. Grizz? He's an upstanding citizen. With all
he's certainly up. He certainly stood up. That's for sure.
What?
He stood up all the way to space, brother.
Spoilers.
Upstanding. He is up in space standing. Yeah.
And included in that Springfest, there will also be some new fresh looks.
Oh boy. I think I might go Bear Cubs on this one. Support Big Man, because I don't really have a preference for any of these things.
If only I had all 3 of these things, I could test the fluffiness.
Actually, bear cubs are terrifying. I fed a baby bear cub at at a place called Bear World. There's like an exhibit out kind of by Yellowstone, and yeah, not really sure like how ethical that whole organization or whatever is, but one of the things that you could do there was feed a bear, and so I fed him with bottles. And let me tell you, those are not babies. They are just muscly. They're terrifying. Even that little, they are terrifying. How strong and, and big they are.
But were they fluffy?
But they are fluffy. Yeah, but they are fluffy. There is a reason we got teddy bears and not teddy bunnies. You know what I'm saying? And that reason is bear propaganda. Grizzco's infiltrated all of us. We've been duped. Yeah, I don't really have a strong preference here, but I might go with bear cubs. We're friends with bears. The bears.
I was wondering if you took them to Bear World, or if they were just already there.
That's just their house. Our friends from formerly Barely a Gaming podcast that are just now making stuff. The Bears. Anywho, that's what we got for news this week. I don't think there's anything else to chat about. So why don't we move out of that and into... Wait, hold on. I want to make sure we don't have community questions over on Spotify. Don't have any out on Discord. So
community questions?
Yeah, for the community corner.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to go? You want to play the bumper while we go to the community corner? Do.
Well, usually we have the realm of rumor. That's what I was thinking mine was going to be.
What are we doing then? Let's backtrack and go. Let's go to the rumor mill. I don't want to die. Just don't turn around. What is going on in the rumor mill?
turns out we don't have that bumper. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I didn't send that.
I think I missed putting that in.
Whoops.
So I just use this other bumper.
What do we got cooking in the rumor mill this week, Micah? Oh no. Did I lose Micah? Oh no, you're back.
So,
why were you
never gone?
Okay, rumor mill. What we got cooking in the rumor mill?
That's a good question.
You went there for a second and came back. What did you find?
What's the date today?
Oh, there's the yeah. That. Yep.
Yeah. Nintendo sending out emails regarding Mario and Luigi games and Paper Mario. Mm-hmm. So hopefully everyone goes around answering these emails saying, make more.
Well, the question is...
I didn't actually look see what the question was.
Before answering this survey, had you already heard of any of these Mario games? Paper Mario, Mario and Luigi, and Super Mario RPG. Yes, and I've played at least one of them. Yes, but I've never played any of them. And no, I've never heard of them before. And let's see here. Oh, where are the other questions? Below, you see a list of features that are common to most games in the Paper Mario series, the Mario and Luigi series, and and Super Mario RPG. Which of these features do you like? Here are the features, okay? Collecting new gear or accessories to become stronger.
Yes.
Exploring new worlds and places.
Yes.
Funny dialogues and humorous atmosphere.
Yes.
Those are all things. Encountering new characters that are unlike known characters from other Mario games.
Yes.
Are these
Gina.
real? Yeah. No, I think what it's
No.
saying is like, do you want to see unique new characters versus
Toad.
everybody's Toad? Yeah. Encountering familiar characters like Luigi, Peach, or Bowser.
Yes.
Like, yes, but I almost would leave that unchecked so that they wouldn't put more Toad in.
But Toad wasn't one of the ones they said.
Yeah. A unique graphical style? Yes.
Meh. I don't care too
Using
much about that.
using newly unlocked abilities to overcome obstacles in the world?
Yes.
I don't
Hey,
think
don't make that face. Yes.
I don't think that matters.
It does. Like in Paper Mario, when you can turn sideways and fall down grates to access new places. That's awesome.
Is that in Thousand Year
You
Door?
can turn. Probably.
Well, spoilers.
I'm pretty sure that's in like a lot of the Paper Mario games.
Following an adventure and an engaging story. Yes.
Yeah.
Seeing many familiar elements from the Mario universe. Items, coins, warps, and pipes. That I
That was
could-
kind of meant.
Yeah, I could do with or without. Defeating enemies in turn-based combat systems by choosing your next move wisely.
Yes.
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 Getting stronger by leveling up and learning new abilities. Yes.
Yes.
Increasing
Bring
the
it back.
power of your attacks or your defense by pressing buttons at the right time. Can I double?
Absolutely.
Can I triple check? And then there's the option none of these. Like, no, I don't want any of these. I don't want a Paper Mario RPG game. I want it to be something completely different. It's an open world Final Fantasy.
They have that question, so if anyone checks it, they just throw it in the trash. It's like, obviously, this is one of those Xbox or PlayStation fanboys that are just hating on Paper Mario or something.
Okay, here's the next question for you. The Paper Mario games, Mario and Luigi games, and Super Mario RPG usually include a variety of characters. On the one hand, completely new ones like Geno or Malo from Mario RPG, but also familiar ones like Peach or Bowser. Do you generally prefer the new or familiar characters? This is tough. The way they're asking this is tough, right? Because when I've thought about it, I'm like, I want them to use existing characters. Why isn't Wario, Waluigi, Birdo? I mean, like Birdo was like one of the best parts of Origami King. Same with Luigi. So it's like the familiar characters are all great.
Yeah.
But it's the overuse of Toad. That's what I don't want anymore.
Yeah. And I mean, if they're going to be like party members, though, which would you prefer?
Completely unique. Unless it's Waluigi and Wario and
unless it's Yoshi.
Here's the thing. Yeah, here's the thing. Is like, sure, we can do new character. We can do sure we can do familiar characters, but use unique ones. Don't just do the same things every time. I don't know. It's like, I wish I could answer this differently. But I would probably say, of the options, I'd probably say I like both new and familiar characters equally.
The cop-out answer.
Well, I can't tell them what I actually want, which is stop overusing Toad. I am okay with Toad and Captain Toad and like Toad Town with Toads in it. That makes sense. But for every single NPC to be a Toad, Shy Guy, or what did they? I don't think we really had like anything else in like Color Splash. That's not even true. There were, but it's just like it was too much Toad.
So didn't you only play like 17 minutes of Color Splash before you?
No, I played up till World 2. I played up till World 2.
That's like 82, I've heard.
Yeah, there's a lot of worlds, and listen, that was far and away enough to know that game was garbage, trash. Okay, next question from here is, when thinking of the behavior or appearance of the familiar characters, which of these statements would you agree to the most? I prefer Here's statement 1. I prefer all characters to behave and appear like they do in other Mario games. 2. I prefer the central characters to appear unique or behave in unexpected ways. 3. I prefer even side characters, Toads, to appear unique or behave in unexpected ways. And 4, I don't know. Why are these questions worded this way? This just feels like they're like, so you guys want unique stuff, right? Like what? It seems like they're really pushing you to say you want unique things.
Or say you want things the same.
Yeah. What's your answer to this one?
I mean, probably 3.
Yeah,
I want the Toads to be unique.
I prefer everybody to be unique.
But I mean, at the same time, like, I want like Luigi, like Peach and Bowser to pretty much act the way they do in other games. I don't want them to be like different people suddenly.
All right. I think this is our last question here. The Paper Mario games, Mario Luigi games, and Super Mario RPG have offered a wide range of different battle systems and mechanics. Which of these aspects do you like the most?
Just say 1,000-Year Door.
This is not going to be how you want it to be. let me just throw that out for you. You can choose up to 5 aspects. Here they are. Using special attacks / bros attacks with unique effects.
Bros, huh?
Having time to plan your next move. A time limit that forces you to think fast about the best course of action. Absolutely not. Nope.
I don't know. I mean,
no, no, it's a single player game. And I want turn-based combat. I don't.
Yeah. But I mean,
you want a time limit.
I mean,
that's dumb. Nope. And that's definitely not going to be one of my top 5 favorite aspects. That one's going straight in the garbage bin for me. A turn-based combat system. A real-time combat system, like in Super Paper Mario.
Oh.
I will say I wasn't thrilled with the combat system in Super Paper Mario. It worked better than Color Splash and Sticker Star, but it was basically just a Mario game. At that point, that was how you just jumped on things, like you do in Mario. Collecting one-time usable items like the stickers in the overworld and using them in battles. No. Get that garbage. Yes. Get that garbage out of here.
Yes, like the stickers, but they have so many items, one-time use items, and
and they're all one-time use items. And some in Sticker Star, like some of them, you could only use that one time, and you wouldn't know, oh, should I save this for this? And you end up just you end up just never using it because you're like, probably not. Probably save this for a boss. Maybe I'll save this for the next boss.
Yeah.
Garbage.
I mean, it sounds awesome. I don't know why you're complaining.
Garbage mechanic. The stickers are bad. They're bad. They're bad. Using items like mushrooms or fire flowers. How do you feel?
Gotta heal somehow.
Yeah, I say sure if that's. Yeah. Solving a little puzzle at the beginning of the battle, like Paper Mario: The Origami King.
Nah.
If I'm being honest, I didn't mind it, but I don't want them to do it again.
Yeah, kind of in the same boat.
Do you have this pulled up?
No.
You should pull this up so that you can give us your top 5.
I tried. I couldn't find it.
It's just in the Reddit post. It's in the Reddit post.
Where in the Reddit post?
Like on the image of the Reddit post.
Image?
Just click it.
Well, that didn't work.
Companions fighting alongside Mario.
Oh.
Mario fighting alone.
No, boo.
Increasing the power of your attacks or defense by pressing buttons at the right time.
Absolutely.
Filling a gauge with precise inputs and using powerful moves or attacks when it's full.
Probably.
Or none of these. So for me, my number one thing, I think this is like staple to all of these series, and that is increasing the power of your attacks or defense by pressing buttons at the right time. The action command is like one of the unique things that is consistent through the whole series, and I like it. I think it's fun. And it complements well with a turn-based system, which I think is going to be my second pick for my top 5. Turn-based combat system. And I want to have time to plan your next move. That's those I'm kind of putting in tandem there. Companions fighting alongside Mario. And then for my last one, I will go with I'm torn between like using special attacks and using items like mushrooms or fire flowers. So those are what I'm thinking. I think I'll go with. I think I'll go with. Using special attacks.
It's very similar to what I would go with. I kind of want to go with the filling a gauge with precise inputs and using powerful moves or attacks when it's full, but I'm not actually like 100% sure what that means. But
yeah, that to me kind of sounds like freaking Street Fighter or something. Like throw in the combos and then you get to do the thing. Which I think is kind of I think that's kind of similar to the Mario and Luigi games. There are points where you do attacks like that.
I mean, it's part of the like a 1,000-year door. You don't just like hit a button at the right time. You gotta like it gives you like 5 random buttons that you have to hit, and if you get them fast enough, the attack will be stronger.
Yeah, I think
I'm not
okay. So which ones are you going with?
I'll go with the action command.
Yeah.
The Mario companions.
Yeah.
And I want some items like mushrooms or fire flowers.
Okay.
And then turn-based combat and using special attacks / bros attacks with unique effects.
Yeah. So we went with basically the same list, except I said I'm being explicit that I want it to be true turn-based and not like here's a time limit to how fast you get to do your turn, which is how it is in Origami.
It's still a turn.
Yeah, no, not my favorite to be. Because I would like a Paper Mario game that I can sort of do battles casually. Because that's one thing I didn't like about Origami King.
Casual battles. Sometimes things fall on your head.
Right, but turn-based combat, you don't have to be like 100% focused on what you're doing all the time. It's more fun for casual play, which I think the Switch is built for. That's just me. And if you and the battle goes as fast or as slow as you want it to, you know? I don't know. I just think it's better for me. I like it better. Anyway, that's why I'm being explicit.
Yeah, sometimes I flip-flop about that because I think it can be fun to have a time limit, so you're under some pressure. You don't have like a million years to plan out your move.
Yeah, I feel like that's fine, but not for Paper Mario. That's not what I want in a Paper Mario game.
I could see that being interesting in like against certain enemies or something.
This is a great survey, but I think that the way the survey is phrased and worded, it seems like they are aware of what people want. So just give it to us, Nintendo.
They're like, do you actually want 1,000-year door? And I was like, yes. All the answers at 1,000-year door are what I'm checking.
What I am very hopeful that 1,000-year door sells super well because that will be an indicator for them to go like, oh, they want more games like this one. And Sticker Star was not liked, so we'll stop making games like Sticker Star.
Yeah, and I'm usually for Nintendo, like they like to shake things up, and not do like the same things. But
it's been long enough
that they like don't have games like 1,000-year door.
Yeah. And that's what I was gonna say. It's been long enough as well that it will be shaking it up to be back to like it was. I don't know, man. I don't know. Well, that was a fun discussion in the rumor mill. I don't think there's really anything else to highlight. So now let's move out of the realm of rumor and into the community corner. Community corner. We do not have. Oh, let me check here. We do not have any community questions per se. We have this one from Ayla, aka your fave sibling, says, "Can you do a video going through your Pokemon Go accounts?" And I'm going to say, we can do that right now.
You
Mike,
can.
anything proud that you would like to show off from Pokemon
Oh,
Go?
I can look through all my shinies, I guess. I mean, I don't have anything too crazy. I have a shiny Groudon. That's kind of cool,
That
especially
is
since I never like actually raid these like 5-star ones that require other people.
I have. Do you have any 4-star Pokemon?
Do I have any 4-star Pokemon? How do I
That's
search
full.
that?
That's full stats. You just in the search bar type 4 and
There
then
it
the
is.
star
Oh,
symbol. So
oh, you
I
can see
happen to
4
have
and then
a
the star symbol.
yeah. I happen to have a 4-star Landorus.
Well, that's pretty good.
I have a 4-star Swampert, a 4-star Crabominable, and a 4-star Shinotic Shine.
What?
It's a big
I have
mushroom.
no idea. I don't recognize that
Those
name
are
at
the
all.
only. I have only 4 4-stars, but I
I
mean they're
have
pretty
a
cool ones.
4-star shiny Swablu.
Wow, that's sick. Wait, why don't you evolve that, man?
I don't know. Why would I do that? But
So then you get an Altaria, a shiny Altaria. It's got to be
wow, I
really
have a
cool.
lot of shiny, not shiny, but blessed. I can't remember what they're called. 4 stars. I got a Rhyperior, 4-star. What do they call that when they're after they've been purified?
Yeah, purified.
Is it
Wow, he's very
purified?
shiny.
Yeah, yeah. But the 4-star Snorlax, a 4-star Snorlax who's purified, 4-star purified Machamp, Pinsir, Scizor, Oinkologne, a Zubat. Some ones that I'm never ever going to use in battle. Nothing too crazy.
And your proudest shinies. You showed a few of them already. Like I did a remote raid. Like one of the very few times I did a remote raid, I got a shiny Moltres.
Oh dang, that's cool.
Yeah, he's like a pink chicken bird type thing.
I got a shiny Galar Mr. Mime. It looks almost exactly the same as the regular Galarian.
I have
Mr.
my first shiny I ever caught was a Sneasel that I evolved into Weavile.
Oh, nice.
And then this
But do you
guy.
have a shiny Bidoof?
I have a shiny Wooper wearing a beanie.
Oh, that reminds me. The luckiest Pokemon I've ever got. Oh, I also have a shiny Slowpoke with a little fedora.
Oh, nice. That's
But where is it? It's my Lapras. I got a shiny Lapras with this little hair ornament thing. I don't remember what event it was from.
probably Fashion Week. They do something for Fashion Week for some reason.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I can't remember.
I have
wanna
a
say it's like
shiny
some
Bulbasaur with a
trainer.
party hat, but
Nice.
you can't evolve it.
Nope.
which is the most ridiculous thing ever. I'm like, oh man.
Because where'd the bulb go? That would be in the way or something somehow.
I guess so. Right now, my buddy in Pokemon Go is a shiny Noibat that I am working hard to earn candies to evolve. I'm at 357 out of 400 candies.
Nice.
Yeah. This game's a lot of fun to play, kind of casually with work. You know, like we'll take a walk in the middle of the workday. And I'll play Pogo with other people in the office.
Your microphone sounded a little weird.
Is it? Hello.
Maybe.
Hello. Sounds
Like
normal.
you're getting kind of louder and quieter a little bit.
Okay.
Maybe that's just a me thing.
And so with this question, go ahead.
I'll say maybe my most impressive thing is that I have 207 rare candies that I'm too indecisive to use.
Use them on that shiny Swablu. You can evolve it right
Oh,
now.
I can't evolve that right now. Let me look at my Swablu. I have 625 candies. I guess I can only evolve one.
Yeah, why haven't you evolved that? It's shiny 4-star.
Well, I already have a shiny. I already have a shiny Altaria.
But it's not a 4-star.
No, but what I mean, it's not the strongest. I'm not going to be using it for any battles, so what's the point?
To put in gyms and feel cool.
Nah, I got my army of Blissies for that.
Yeah, I don't have a Blissey, actually.
You don't have a Blissey?
No, I don't.
It's horrible fighting a Blissey in a gym. They have so much health. I think they've kind of nerfed it in the past. It used to be like even worse.
Yeah, slacking is the other one. That is a pain to fight. I do have a couple of slackings, so. Anyway, Ayla, hopefully that was a fun dive into what we've been doing there at Pokemon Go. I've been working really hard to just get those dumb Zygarde cells so that I can evolve Zygarde, like I said earlier. Yeah. It's a pain. Why'd they make it so hard? Who knows? There's no reason.
I have 7 Zygarde cells. How many do I need? Like 400?
Well, there's different evolutions.
Oh no.
Yeah. What stage are you at with Zygarde?
The original.
Is the original the dog?
Yes. I need 50.
You need 50 for the first stage, and then I think it's like 200 for the second. I am at 36.
How are you only at 36?
Because it doesn't give you one every time.
But still.
In fact, it doesn't give you one 50% of the time, it feels like.
I've been on like 3 routes when I was visiting you.
It's garbage. This game's garbage. You want to?
And the best part is,
can I tell you?
I saw it as Zygarde cell, and I just assumed it was a Pokemon that I hadn't loaded in. So I know at least at one point I had a Zygarde cell I just never picked up.
So, I'll tell you this. A friend of mine at work bought the research task because they were going on a trip. So they're like, oh, I'll get this like research task type thing. So they played a lot of Pogo. They bought it to get the guaranteed shiny Jirachi.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah. It had the worst challenges known to man. Like 200 excellent throws.
No time limit though, right?
No time limit. It had that. Plus, he had to catch a certain amount of those Kecleons. He had to catch a certain amount of those Kecleons, and then catch a certain amount of some other really rare and hard Pokemon. It was like super hard. It was so incredibly hard, and it took him like a year just going through it. And I mean, it might not have been that long, but it was a long time. And he was just working, like chipping away at it. Gets it.
It runs away.
2 stars.
Jirachi's not a good fighting Pokemon. What does it matter?
If you pay $5 and spend literal like months to unlock something for a guaranteed shiny, it should
That's
be a
pay to
guaranteed.
win. That's pay to win.
It should be a guaranteed 3-star. He pulled up and he's like, and it's a low 2-star too. Okay, let me throw that out. Like the stats are all low, and he's like, I think I'm
I
taking a
can't believe
break.
you're endorsing pay to win.
I think I'm taking a break. I'm not endorsing pay to win, but if I had been in his shoes, I would have been so mad.
I wouldn't have cared in the slightest.
Listen, we value 3 stars. All right, that's just how we are.
Well, maybe you should get some more then.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just because I have so many 3 stars that I got 713. That can't be right. No, that's about right. I have 713 3 stars.
I don't know how many I have. I've got. Wait, how do you even check that?
You just search it, and then at the top it shows how many total you have.
I have
of that
500.
search result.
I have 534.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. I trash everything that's not a 3-star. I'm just like, I already have that. Get rid of it.
I've trashed 3 stars. I don't care.
Micah's just he's so in it. He's like, psh.
I mean,
and by trash
if
you
they're
mean donated and traded for candy.
Yeah, I mean, if they're not like
which
good,
is weird. Which is a weird mechanic.
good fighting mons, what's the point of them being a 3-star? Like,
to feel really cool. So beyond that, we don't really have any community questions. So Micah, why don't we jump into the next segment of the show? Let's talk. In the last week, we asked you. I don't even know what bumper we used for that.
yeah, you did not put it in here.
Just use random transition. That works. Last week, we asked you. I gotta make sure I phrase this the way I phrased it. Which Nintendo character do you think is the most dateable, and which do you think is the least dateable? And people answered. Micah, what's the first answer here?
The first answer is given by Solo, dateable, Samus. I don't think she is a tsundere. Is that how that's said?
I don't know how you say that.
It's something I've seen a few times. I don't actually 100% know what it means if I'm being honest.
Well, let's look it up.
But that seems dangerous. I feel like looking at things is always dangerous. Who switches from being a most often female in anime, who switches from being tough and cold towards a love interest into being soft and sweet.
So he doesn't think she is that type.
She projects strong/silent, but once you are in her heart, she is straight up by your side for life. And then least dateable. I like these answers. I like these answers a lot. A Wii Fit trainer.
I feel like Solo just was appealing to your.
All she ever does is exercise. No time for you, just time for another workout to maintain her body. Doesn't even mention that she's a cyborg.
Okay, can I throw out here that there was this trend on TikTok for a bit that was like, dad bods are in, and gym bros are out for like body types that.
Yeah.
And it showed this like gym bro guy who was like just reacting to that comment, like, what? And, you know, like playing it up and just being silly. The top comment was, dad bod will get me a treat from the gas station. and eat a treat with me. Jim Bro will scold me for eating treats. I was like, let's go. That's right. Dad bods for the win. Yeah, I just thought that was funny, and that makes me think of this. It's like the We Fit trainer would be like, "Oh, you're eating cake?"
And then she would karate chop you, probably.
Drop down and give me 20.
Yeah, she knows exactly how much of a workout you need to burn off that cake. You just
She does. She's got. She's like, you just consumed this many calories, and you're like, oh, well. She's like, but don't worry, I have the perfect workout to burn that exact amount of calories.
Just in the restaurant between bites, doing a couple push-ups,
while hula
jumping jacks.
Oh, that's pretty good. Next answer comes from Mud Fox. Says, I would say the most dateable, Luigi. Mud Fox. Mud Fox must have listened to our episode on the best Nintendo spouses.
Spouse material.
Yeah, with Luigi at top. And Mudfox says, I don't think he's the tsundere type. No, just kidding. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. But this is what Mudfox actually said. Might be a bit cowardly, but hey, he's still gone through and beat 3 haunted mansions. He also seems very sweet and kind. Plus, he owns a ghost dog, which is pretty cool. Stable income, loyal, and like good personality. Luigi's always a good pick. Least dateable, Commander Tartar. Not sure if this really needs an explanation. He's literally just goo on a telephone. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know who Commander Tartar is.
Yeah, I don't either, but goo on a telephone sounds kind of bad.
Is this the enemy from Splatoon 2?
I don't think so.
It sounds like a Splatoon.
Maybe. Oh, it may be Splatoon 2. I never played that one, actually. And tartar sauces.
Yeah, it's the phone. It's the phone thing from the Octo.
I almost just sent someone a message saying tartar sauce while trying to look up Commander Tartar.
Oh no! Reached old age. We posted things on like Facebook, Google searches.
Chat, bro. Let's just.
Oh no. Good answers. Good answers. Yeah, nobody wants to date goo on a phone. Nope. Give us our next one, Micah.
Well, probably few people want to. I feel like there's probably someone.
So there's somebody for everybody. Yeah, sure.
Exactly. Maddie Beth answer is most dateable would be Ike because he fights for his friends.
So true.
And he can also brew a good cup of tea. I also enjoy a good cup of tea in a chat. Also, I wanted to go with someone other than Luigi or Link.
Why? Wait. It's just funny. It's like, yeah, everybody always picks Luigi and Link. Like, but that's like a just our community thing. Just want to throw that out there. Well, Link not so much, but Luigi, I don't feel like gets the amount of love that we give him here for some reason.
Probably not.
He deserves it though. But Ike also deserves it. He does fight for his friends.
Maybe.
Monkey Thunder does point out, but you'll get no sympathy from him. You'll get no sympathy from Ike. Yeah, but also Ike's a big, strong guy. So if you want someone to protect you, also someone to lift things around the house for you, Ike's your guy. He carries a 2-handed sword with one hand.
Wow. What a great life skill to have. And then Maddie Beth, the least dateable would be Ridley. He's a literal dragon, and it might be hard to find a table to sit at for a date night.
Yeah, plus he might, kill your family and and run a pirate raid on your planet. He's not a great guy, but he will be with you forever because he never dies.
He's immortal. Straight
He-
up.
He will always be there for you. For better or worse. Presto gives this answer. Waluigi. He's both.
But mostly least dateable.
That's for you. Most
Actually,
dateable and least
100%
dateable.
only least
Have you
dateable.
seen why do they portray Waluigi with such like romantic appeal? Like he always has like the rose and is doing these like
I think it's like attempted romantic appeal, but it's
yes, but why
failing.
regardless
He's
Micah,
trying.
regardless of how you feel about it, Nintendo is making a conscious decision to portray him that way. Why?
No. They're portraying him as trying to have romantic appeal.
Okay, but anyway,
he's a big weirdo.
Why are they doing that? Why do they? Why?
Because
Someone
that's
at
a classic
Nintendo,
Waluigi thing.
no, someone at Nintendo has a thing for Waluigi, and I think it's
I think
Miyamoto. I think Miyamoto has a thing for Waluigi.
I'm concerned that you think his romantic appeal is successful. It is not successful. He's doing the weirdest things.
Listen, I'm gonna put it up in a poll this week on Spotify. Actually, you'll put it up in a poll because you're do you find Waluigi attractive? Yes or no? No bias in the how you
do you think Waluigi has Riz?
Yes or no? That's a good question. Everybody go to Spotify and vote in the poll. Do you think Waluigi has Riz? Also put it on our Twitter. We'll throw it out there.
I think Waluigi thinks he has Riz. I'll just leave it at that.
Good. Okay, there's a lot of discussion in the Discord for these things here. Solo says, I almost said least dateable would be Link because it would be like talking to a wall. But knew by saying that officially it may be hazardous for my health. You can't say that about Link! That's
fair enough.
But also, he's got to be a good listener, right? And we know from journals that he does talk with Zelda. So he opens up.
Does he?
Yeah. Yeah, because doesn't she ask him? Remember the whole, like that whole journal entry where he explains to Zelda that he's just weighed down by the weight of responsibility?
Explain it, or does she just assume that or something?
She just infers it. That seems like really projecting. He doesn't feel that way at all. He's like, no, I'm just mute.
She's like, oh, so talk. This is why. And he's like,
yeah.
Yeah. Meow. 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 He does talks in Wind Waker. We do know he can say meow.
Oh man. And let's come down here to Flight C, who says Luigi does have a girlfriend already. To which I say, I don't see no ring. I don't see no ring. He's still on the market if she hasn't committed. I don't think that's necessarily true, but also,
yeah,
how often have we seen Luigi and Daisy actually do anything together?
When have we seen them at the same time?
Not often.
Maybe they're the same person.
Oh my goodness. What?
That's the next twist in the next Paper Mario game.
Next Paper Mario. He was Daisy all along, just to get close to Peach. Oh no. Flight C gives the example of the I think this is Daisy Circuit, and there's the statue of Princess Daisy and Luigi holding hands or kind of like dancing, like curtsying. I don't know. I don't know if that necessarily means they're like, romantically involved.
It just means they'd like to dance.
Yeah. Just saying. Just saying.
Or maybe it doesn't mean that, because who knows who sculpted that?
Yeah, I think we're projecting a little bit here. I think we're projecting. Now we've well established that Peach and Mario are an on and off couple, right? Like Mario always trying to get cake and Peach making cake.
Saying she'll make him some.
Yeah, she kisses him on the nose and stuff. But
Oh.
never.
Can she physically kiss him on the mouth with how big his nose is? That close to his mouth?
Never thought about it, but yeah. But yeah, we've never seen that kind of thing for Daisy and Luigi. I'm just pointing out. I'm not trying to like. I just think maybe we've fallen victim to tabloid. Like they're not actually a thing. That was just like made up.
It's just a rumor. Should have talked about it in the rumor mill.
Dude, did you see for April Fool's Day that 2 members of the Smosh cast got married and announced that they got married on April Fool's Day, and now people don't even know if it's real? It would have to. Yeah. Well, we could talk about this in Pals Plus. Everybody should subscribe to our Patreon so you can listen to Pals Plus, because we'll talk about April Fool's Day. But yeah, it's very funny, but also like, is it real? And I think there's been enough evidence now that I'm like, they would be going so far if this was a joke. But that's kind of what we're doing here with Luigi and Daisy, I think. And then, so I said there's no ring, and then Solo's like, "Oh, you mean like the one on Birdo? Is Birdo engaged?"
I think it's just a family heirloom.
The conspiracies go deeper. Luigi wasn't engaged to Daisy. He's engaged to Birdo. And he is Daisy.
I don't think that's quite where the conspiracy was going.
How deep does the Luigi iceberg go? Cue Charlie Day looking at the strings, which is extra funny because he is Luigi. Oh, that was a fun last week. We asked you, Michael, what should we ask next week?
Oh, I thought it was the Luigi Riz question. I thought that
No. That's just gonna be a poll. That's a yes or no.
You want people to explain their thoughts?
How about this? Which Nintendo character has the most Riz? And which has the least Riz?
And why is Waluigi the wrong answer for the most?
It's kind of similar to this week's question. Which one's most dateable versus not dateable? But I think Riz is different than dateable.
Oh, for sure.
Can you define Riz for the folks like me that are ancient?
Charisma.
It's how charismatic you are. Specifically when it comes to getting people to date you and enjoy your company. Right? Oh man, they got so much. So it's like charisma specifically related to attraction.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good simple explanation. And now we sound like old men. I sound like an old man.
I don't think we had to explain that to anyone.
Okay, well that's the question. Which Nintendo character has the most Riz and which has the least Riz? I'm excited to see the answers to this one. I don't even know what I would say for this. Groose has top level Riz. That's not true. No. But I will say
I'm starting to understand why you think that Waluigi also has level.
Wait, no. What I will say is that Skyward Sword Zelda, she's got Riz. Girl Riz. Like way high.
I don't think she has to specify.
She's so She's so flirty. She's so flirty. Like the girl Riz. Like the most.
It's universal. I'm relatively confident.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, well, let's move on before I dig myself deeper into a hole that I don't want to be in. I think it's time for the pal topic. Is a fun one, Micah, and it has to do with the last week we asked you a question. We are going to be playing Love is Not Seeing, because we have to be legally distinct from Love is Blind. Micah, you are going to be a bachelor on a dating show.
All my dreams are coming true.
I know. Aren't you excited? I have set up...
Except for the Metroid Prime 4 dream.
That's true. So I have set up here, we are going to be using AI. I did not actually get these people to sign up for
what?
But also that's because
Sign up. I assume these are all Nintendo characters.
These are all Nintendo characters. Yeah.
They're going to be played by an AI. Is that what's happening here?
Yeah, that's what's happening here. You're picking up what I'm putting down. This is a complete surprise to Mike. I did not tell him. Remember several episodes back, lots of episodes back, when I was like, I have this idea.
Like 3 months ago.
This was that idea. And this idea should be more fully fleshed out than it is, based off of how much time I've had. But it's not. I was even going to set this up with like AI text to speech, but we're not going to do that. We're not going to get that fancy with it, and this will be an interesting one. So I have for you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 contestants.
Wow.
So we're going to go through different rounds here, and each round you will need to eliminate.
I'd like to eliminate Waluigi.
You'd like to eliminate? Well, you don't get to know. You don't get to know who's who.
Oh,
that's
no.
going to be And I'm not even going to tell you after you've eliminated them until the very end who is who. And
at that point, I'll probably have forgotten since my memory is not so good.
The contestants are aware that they are not allowed to say who they are, but they are those contestants. So, Micah, let's throw in for this first round. You can ask a personality-based question So remember, after this round, you're going to need to eliminate, I'll say 2 of them. So what would you like to ask?
Personality-based question.
Yeah, what would you like to ask contestant number 1 to get to know them better?
Wait, I'm going to have to ask 7 questions? Can I just ask them all the same question?
You could.
Right on. Would you say your personality is closely related to that of Waluigi?
Would you say your personality is closely related to that of Waluigi?
And then if the answer yes, they can just leave right now.
Okay, I'm putting in the prompt here. This is the first question from The Bachelor, aka you. Would you say your personality is closely related to that of Waluigi? Is that all you want to ask, or do you want to be like anything else?
Yeah, that was.
That's a pretty good icebreaker question, honestly. That will weed out a lot of people.
I'm a little nervous that it's going to say yes if there are any Mario character.
Oh, goodness, no. While Waluigi certainly has his unique charm, I must say my personality is quite different from his. I see myself as more refined, graceful, and of course, always ready to lend a helping hand to those in need. Waluigi, on the other hand,
Pretty
well, let's just say he has his own distinct style. That's a pretty good. That's a pretty good answer.
good.
That's contestant number 1. You want to ask that same question to contestant number 2?
Absolutely.
All right.
Everyone's getting the same question.
Oh, you're just going to do the same question. Okay. So let's
Oh,
go
yeah.
through and
For sure.
ask each of the contestants.
I'm not creative enough to come up with multiple questions.
I think it might be more fun if you do multiple questions.
I think this is good because it will really change because of their personality and who they are.
Maybe. I will say that this contestant number 2 had the almost same start.
For love of all that is holy, no.
Oh, goodness.
Anything but that.
Contestant number 2 says, oh, goodness. Well, I must say, while I do admire Waluigi's unique charm, I believe my personality is more closely aligned with that of a helpful assistant. You see, I always strive to maintain a positive attitude and support those around me. So while Waluigi may have his own distinct flair, I like to bring a different kind of charisma to the table. Did this contestant just say they have Riz? they just straight said, I have Riz.
A little bit.
More than Waluigi for sure. And they throw out that Waluigi doesn't. Oh man. That was a good one. Okay, so this is contestant number 3. So I don't know if you should be keeping notes here or something on the side. Contestant 1, because part of the challenge here,
reason that I have to have the same question.
Part of the challenge here is I want you to try and guess who each contestant is, and if you're able to guess more contestants,
I assume if I look at the Chat GPT, at some place it will say who they are.
Yes. You asking to like review their answers?
Yeah, because it'd be easy.
Yeah, well, in that last one, I had to censor some stuff in the answer.
We told you.
So yeah, don't look at ChatGPT. You'll see the answers. Okay. So this is contestant number 3.
Mm-hmm.
The comparison to Waluigi is an interesting one. While Waluigi has his own unique charm, I must say that my personality is focused more on health and positivity. I'm all about encouraging...
Is this Wii Fit Trainer?
I'm all about encouraging others to stay active and live their best lives.
There's no way this isn't Wii Fit Trainer.
So, while I may not have Waluigi's penchant for mischief, I do share his enthusiasm for fun and adventure.
I mean, you can tell me. That's Wii Fit Trainer.
I'm not telling you. This is not a point in the game where you can guess. Okay, contestant number 4. You ready?
Yeah. I mean, at this point, it's not much of a guess. Also, was contestant 2, I'm just going to put out now, EGAD is who that made me think of.
I'm not... Write these down. We'll get to it with...
I'm not going to write these down.
With elimination rounds.
I'm too cool for that writing thing.
Okay. Contestant number 4 says, well, that's an interesting comparison, isn't it? You see, Waluigi certainly has his own unique charm, but I'd say my personality is more akin to a blend of fire and light, with a dash of complexity thrown in.
Fire.
Listen, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't really know where they're going with this one.
Fire and light.
I'm not sure if Waluigi would quite capture all those nuances, but hey, who knows? Love is a mysterious thing, after all. Is it a Fire Emblem character?
I was actually wondering if it was Pyra and Mithra. I was like, does Mithra have light based?
All right.
If only I'd played the games, I would know.
Contestant number 5 says, "Oh, dear Bachelor, while Waluigi may have his own unique charm, I must say my personality is more akin to that of grace, determination, and a sense of duty.
Hmm.
These define me more than any resemblance to the mischievous Waluigi." That was
Grace,
weird.
something, sense of duty.
That was a
That
weird
sounds
answer.
kind of like a Princess Peach thing. It sounds like she
Doesn't
does not
it?
like Waluigi.
It does sound like she does not like Waluigi. All right. And then give me just a second here to switch over to this next contestant.
What was that second one? It was grace, determination, and a sense of duty.
Yes.
That could be any number of people. But my initial, it makes me think of Peach. I'm saying these out loud so you can remind me when I've inevitably forgotten who I thought everyone was.
All right. Okay, this is contestant number 6. Waluigi and I, we are like two peas in a pod. We both
Eliminated.
We both have that irresistible charm, that mischievous spirit, and a love for adventure. But remember, behind every wah, there is a heart full of love just waiting to be shared.
New.
Oh,
that was 6, right?
That was number 6. Yes.
Okay, that's one down.
You're eliminating them. Oh man, I kind of wish we had like fan votes in here that could come in here and save someone. Okay, and this is the last one. Are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Sorry, I gotta prep this. I didn't have this ready to go like I wanted. This is contestant. That was contestant 6. And this one here will be 7. All right. The question again for those that don't remember is, would you say that your personality is closely related to that of Waluigi? Well, if I had to compare myself to Waluigi, I'd say there are certainly some similarities. Like Waluigi, I'm confident in my abilities and I'm not afraid to go after what I want. However, I have some unique traits that set me apart. Waluigi may be known for his mischievous side, but I like to think I bring a balance of determination and integrity to the table. So while I can appreciate Waluigi's flair, I'm definitely my own character. Shoot, Micah. So this is round 1. You've asked a personality-based question, and now I'm going to ask you to eliminate 2 of the contestants. So
and these contestants, are they all actually bachelorettes?
Yes. Except for one.
Except for one. Is one of them Waluigi?
Mike, I'm not answering any more questions.
What do you mean?
Who are you eliminating? So you had you had contestant 1 who said that they were refined, graceful, and wanted to help. You had contestant 2 who wants to be a positive and helpful, and that they have Riz. that was the contestant 2. Contestant 3 is focused on health and fitness.
Yeah, get Wii Fit Trainer out of here.
You're voting off contestant 3?
Contestant 3.
Okay.
It's okay. You can tell me who they are.
Based off that question, you have been voted off. What closing things would you like to say to the Bachelor and the audience watching the show? Here you go. They get a closing remark. Although I may not have been the perfect match for the Bachelor, I want to thank him for the opportunity to participate in this fun adventure. To the audience, I encourage everyone to stay active, keep thriving for their fitness goals, and always remember to find
Isn't Wii Fit Trainer?
find joy in the journey.
I riot.
Remember, it's not just about winning the game, but about enjoying the process and staying true to yourself. Thank you all for the experience, and I wish everyone the best in their own journeys to health and happiness. All right, Micah, you eliminated contestant number 3. You have one more elimination. So now we're on, I'm running through the list again. Contestant number 4 said they are like a blend of fire and light, and they have complexity. Love, but they say love is a mysterious thing, and that they gave Waluigi the benefit of the doubt. Number 5 said, my personality is of grace, determination, and a sense of duty. Number 6 said, Waluigi and I are peas in a pod. But remember, behind every wah, there's a heart full of love just waiting to be shared.
Yeah, eliminate that. Eliminate that Waluigi. I believe that's Waluigi himself.
All right. And so you want to keep contestant 6, who also said that they were similar to Waluigi, but that they are their own character.
Yes.
And they were they like to bring balance, determination, and integrity. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that makes it sound like another Mario character.
Contestant 6, you have been voted off. Wow, what? Waluigi cannot believe this. But it's okay, because in the game of love, sometimes you win and sometimes you lose. Waluigi wishes Micah all the best on his journey to find love. And to the audience, remember, love is like a rare power star, elusive, but also worth the chase. Wahaha! Keep on questing for that special someone, everyone. Waluigi will be cheering you from the sidelines. Wah! Still, I'm not going to tell you who it was.
Yeah, who could it possibly be?
Who could it have been?
Who is that mysterious lady?
Waluigi can't believe this. Oh, okay. So you voted off contestant 6 and contestant number 3.
I mean, you can tell me that the other contestant was Wii Fit Trainer. At this
I'm
point.
not telling you. I'm not telling you. Okay. So now we are on to round 2. And I think this time, since we got to dive a little bit into their personalities, maybe this question this time should be something a bit more vain. Let's talk about appearances. Do you have any questions related to that? And you can change up the question per.
That seems like a lot of effort. I was like, I would ask what's your like go-to outfit, but I feel like that might be
Yeah,
a
I
bit
would have to
obvious.
censor their answers heavily. That-
Like, I like to wear a princess gown.
yeah,
I
and
have
and it
several
can also
princesses, I
be
guess, but
about potentially the type appearance of people that they're into. I know I saw one Danish over there. I was like, what? How would you describe your type? And then he was able to eliminate people that didn't describe him. It's a good way to
it
get.
could be a lot of that is a good question. Maybe I'll just steal that one.
All right. So,
And then I'll have to eliminate everyone probably.
next question. I think I'll go in. Should I just go in the same order, like numerical?
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll help me keep track of who the questions I've asked.
Next question.
For the last question, did number 2 say something about being an assistant? Is that what I remember?
They like to provide assistance.
Provide
Not
assistance.
being an assistant.
Okay.
What would you say is your type? What are you looking for in a partner? Right?
Yeah. I'm waiting for one of them to just describe Mario and make things real easy for me.
Okay, I'm going to also specify looks-wise and personality-wise. I'm giving you a lot of info with this one.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so contestant number 1. See what their answer is.
I don't think this question might either be like very revealing or it might just be like totally random.
I've always been drawn to qualities such as kindness, bravery, and integrity. It's important to me that my partner is someone who respects others and treats them with compassion. In terms of looks, while physical attraction is important, I believe true beauty comes from within. A kind heart and a noble spirit are far more appealing to me than any external appearance. Shoot, that gives you
seeming
no info. They don't care about looks.
Unless it's Zelda.
Unless it's Zelda. That answer does make sense for Zelda, but it also makes sense for literally anybody. Anybody could give this exact answer, and that would be right. Okay, let's go.
I feel like I'm either like a super genius and all my guesses are just like so incredible, or I just look like the biggest idiot. I don't know which.
It's gonna be real funny when I reveal that the first character was Luigi, not Waluigi, and he was just pretending to be Waluigi for some reason.
Kill you.
And then the second character wasn't Wii Fit Trainer. It was.
There's no way.
It's like
There's
no
way. I will legitimately fight you if.
All right.
That was not Wii Fit.
So contestant number 2, same question. What would you say is your type? What are you looking for in a partner, looks-wise and personality-wise? Oh, well, as for looks, I must confess I am quite fond of someone who takes care of themselves. Someone who presents themselves with style and grace. But beyond mere appearances, I'm truly drawn to kindness, sincerity, and a good sense of humor. Someone who appreciates the simple joys of life and is always willing to lend a helping hand. After all, compatibility and mutual respect are key to in any relationship, don't you think?
Good answer, Isabel.
I think she's asking you to don't you think? And you're like, good answer. You're so intimidating. All right, contestant number 4. We're going to ask the same question. What I've learned from this question is that this question's not that helpful. These answers are pretty
horrible.
Are not giving very much information.
So you're telling me that those 2 guesses I've just guessed are not good.
Like, remember, I'm trying to give you as little information as possible because I want you to pick. We're trying to find a good match for you, and you are also simultaneously trying to guess who's who. What would be funny is like in the end you have to like guess the person that you matched with correctly. Okay, so contestant number 4. Oh, that's a great question. Well, when it comes to looks, I suppose I'm drawn to individuals who exude strength and confidence, but also possess a certain elegance and grace. As for personality, I value kindness, sincerity, and a willingness to embrace
Yeah, sure. Their
my
angelic side.
fiery and contemplative sides.
Oh no.
It's important to me that my partner respects and supports the complexities of who I am, just as I would do for them.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like something Palutena would say.
Ah, that sound. I'm not giving you any info. Sorry.
Right
Sorry,
up
you
until that. Yeah, I'm killing it. I'm absolutely destroying it right now. I can tell.
Well, you gave a different answer for that contestant in the round before, because Palutena's new, right?
What did I say before? I was thinking one of them was Palutena already, actually, but I didn't remember who it was. So
yeah, I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna try and influence.
You're not going to say what my
decision.
previous guess was?
I remember, but I don't want to affect
I don't
your
remember.
decision. You said that you thought it could be Pyramithra for that contestant.
Okay, yeah.
And then you never said Palutena, so I don't know where that came from.
No, yeah. No,
but
that
you
was
were
definitely
thinking one of them could be
Pyramithra.
Palutena. Okay.
Yeah, it must be this next one. Maybe.
Next question for Bachelorette number 5. In a partner, I seek someone who has a noble spirit. Looks matter less to me than the qualities that lie within. A kind heart, a sharp mind, and a steadfast dedication to honor are what truly capture my interest. Beauty fades, but integrity and character endure through the ages.
Yeah.
This is a
good answer, Palutena.
Yeah. All right, and then
this is a useless question.
Yeah, all of these answers are
same.
very good. These all sound like great people to date, but they're not helping you determine who to pick.
They're all the same. I don't remember who's who anymore.
All right, and then finally you have contestant number 7. What would you say is your type? What are you looking for in a partner, looks-wise, personality-wise? I have encountered all sorts of beings with different appearances and personalities.
Okay, Samus.
Spoilers. However, when it comes to what I'm looking for in a partner, I value someone who is strong, both mentally and physically. Someone who can handle themselves and isn't afraid to stand up for what they believe in. In terms of looks, well, I don't have a strict preference. Of course you don't. I believe beauty comes in many forms, and what truly matters is the connection and chemistry between two individuals. As long as there's mutual respect, trust, and a spark for adventure, I'm open to exploring where things might lead.
Although maybe there's a slim chance that that's also a slightly Zelda thing to say.
I think all of these kind of sound like Zelda. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I've thought multiple times like this could be Zelda.
This could be Zelda. All right, Micah. But the time has come. We're out of round 2. You've asked a second question. I think it's time to eliminate 2 more people.
It's got to be contestant number 2, aka Isabel. Obviously,
you're gonna eliminate contestant number 2. Okay. Based off that answer, you have been eliminated this round. Anything you would like to say to the Bachelor and the audience?
Maybe you should just copy and paste that.
I did, but I deleted the conversation so that they weren't. So it's a lot to track, so I deleted the old ones.
Yeah.
I will copy paste it. Anything you'd like to say to Bachelor and the audience watching the show? All right. Contestant number 2. Oh, well, it's been such a delight participating in this whimsical adventure. To the Bachelor, Micah, I want to express my gratitude for the opportunity to be a part of this playful escapade. And to the audience watching, thank you for your attention and support. Remember, love comes in many forms, and I wish the Bachelor the best of luck in his journey to find his perfect match. Farewell for now, and may happiness be ever in your hearts. That was no wow, Waluigi upset.
What did
Kind of
Who could
giveaway.
it be?
Alrighty. And do you have another
Actually,
choice?
So do I actually have to say who my guess is before they give their goodbye speech?
I'm gonna have you.
After.
I'm gonna have you guess at the end who everybody is.
Oh, I don't have to guess yet. Well, I'm pretty sure my guesses are still going to stay the same, probably. But what's the one I said was probably Pyra and Mithra? Was that 4?
That was 4. You want to eliminate the potential Pyra and Mithra?
I don't know. It's the only one that I'm like, I think I might know who this is. All the other ones, I have no idea. So,
well, no, you're supposed to be picking based off of which answers you liked,
maybe. But all their answers were the same.
They weren't all the same.
They were.
Wow.
I don't remember anyone's answer at this point.
Okay, let me recap the answers for you here.
Okay.
Contestant 1 says they value kindness, bravery, integrity. They
pretty good.
Believe beauty comes from within, and so they want a kind heart and noble spirit more than what someone looks like. The already eliminated contestant 2 says that's Isabel. Contestant 4 said, I'm drawn to individuals who exude strength and confidence and also have elegance and grace.
Me. Also not me.
Value kindness, sincerity, and a willingness to embrace my fiery and contemplative sides. That was that one. Contestant number 5. They want someone who embodies a noble spirit. Looks matter less than the qualities that they have.
Perfect.
Kind heart, sharp minds, and dedication to honor. Beauty fades.
That's a very Zelda thing to say.
But character endures through the ages. And then last was, I've met a lot of different people with different appearances and personalities. I don't have a strict preference. As long as there's mutual respect, trust, spark, and adventure. Yeah.
Yeah, let's still get rid of the one I thought was Pyra Mithra, potentially. Because
all right.
They want someone who's confident. That ain't me.
All right. Based off your answer, you've been eliminated this round. Anything you would like to say to the Bachelor and the audience watching the show? Well, it's certainly been an intriguing experience. To the Bachelor, I wish you all the best on your journey to find love. Remember to stay true to yourself and follow your heart. And to the audience, thank you for tuning in. Though my time on the show has been brief, I hope it brought a bit of fire and light to your screens. Who knows? Maybe our paths will cross again someday. Until then, take care, and may love always light your way. Man.
That almost sounds like a catchphrase.
If people talked like this on actual dating shows, it'd be way better than what they actually do.
Yeah, for real.
Okay, so you have eliminated 2 and 4. So we are now down to 3 contestants. And I don't really have I think for this one you're let's do single elimination. And where would you like to go with the questioning for this round?
Well, I was thinking of asking what their battle cry would be.
Okay.
Before they go into battle.
If you had a battle cry before running into battle, what would it be? Okay. I can't say this one. That's just a dead giveaway.
That's too bad. Can you paraphrase it?
No. I can't. This is just too much of a giveaway. It just straight up says where they're from. I'm like,
For Hyrule?
Yeah, something along those lines. So, I think we should go with a different question because
What? That's such a good question.
it's not
I'm
though.
so intrigued now.
How about we reset? Way to delete. So you've asked them about personality. You've asked them about looks. Maybe it's time to talk more practically. So, like, ask them.
What's your favorite kitchen utensil?
What's your favorite kitchen? I was going to say something like, what do you envision our future to be like, or where would you like to go on a date? Something like that.
Yeah,
Or
sure.
do
Why
you
not?
have,
Let's-
or do you have an idea of like a date idea you would like to do, and then we can like present that and see how they feel about it.
I don't have any good date ideas.
How about
I'll just ask them what they're.
actually?
Yeah.
No, I'm scrapping this. I'm in charge of the show. I'm scrapping this altogether. I want them to ask you a question.
Okay.
What would you like to know to get to know Micah better? I think this could give you some good. This could give you some good insight.
As long as it's not as bad as the second question.
So we're
That gave
flipping.
me nothing.
We're flipping the script here. They are going to ask you a question. Okay. Bachelorette number 1 says, here's my question for Micah. Micah, if you were given the opportunity to travel anywhere in the world, where would you go and why? I believe travel reveals a lot about a person's interests and aspirations, and I'd love to hear about the adventures you dream of experiencing. So, what is your answer to this question? And we'll see how they respond.
Okay, Zelda, I'll answer your question. I'm more of a homebody. I'm waiting for them to just be like, okay, I'm just going to leave the show right now.
Okay, I'm putting in Micah's response. Okay, Zelda, I'll answer your question. I'm more of a homebody. That's all you want to say?
Heck yeah.
I'm gonna apologize to them right now. My apologies. He is. My apologies. He gives short answers. All right. No problem at all, Micah. Thank you for your response. It's always fascinating to learn about different preferences, even if they lean towards staying closer to home. There's certainly a lot to appreciate about the comfort and familiarity of one's own surroundings. That's it. That's all you get from contestant number 1. So now we are moving on to contestant number 5, and let's see what they will ask you. Dear Bachelor, as we embark on a journey together, I'm curious to know what drives your heart. Could you share with me a story of a time you faced a challenge and overcame it?
Is this a job interview?
Your response will show the depths of your character and hopefully reveal strengths of your spirit.
Well, one time I was playing volleyball and I broke my pinky, but I still won the point. Actually, I finished playing that whole game of volleyball, now that I think about it.
Okay. Also, I want to point out that in the last answer, they didn't even acknowledge that you called them Zelda.
I was hoping that they would.
Yeah,
But
like,
I'm not Zelda or
I'm not
something to
Zelda.
give me.
Yeah, they didn't do anything with it. Okay.
How did you know? Would have been even
One
better.
time I was playing volleyball and I broke my pinky, but I still got the point. And I finished the game. Even with the injury. There you go. Wow, Micah, that's quite the display of determination and perseverance. It's impressive to hear how you pushed through despite the setback. It shows you're not one to back down from a challenge, which is definitely an admirable quality. They seem to like you. And this is... I'm so glad that AI likes you. Isn't that great?
I was like, based on past experiences, that means they're either really old or like 4.
Or a robot.
I've been called
or a robot.
I've been called handsome by more 4-year-olds than I have by anyone within 10 years of my age. Which is just sad.
The people laughing in the background timed that laugh so perfectly with that. I messed up and I put that as the response to the wrong contestant. That was not the right contestant. Hold on. Okay.
What
This is
contestant
like,
was
I accidentally put it for the last one. Just your response before they even asked a question. Okay, so here's the actual response. Your resilience in the face of adversity is commendable.
It's the same.
It speaks volumes about your
response.
determination and commitment to seeing things through, even amidst pain and challenges. Your willingness to push forward despite the obstacle shows strength of character that is truly admirable. Okay.
Wait, nothing changed, did it?
Yeah, that sounded almost identical to the other one. Okay. So now let's fix things up here. Let's go back a little bit in our conversation here with this Bachelorette and say, for this round, I want you to ask the Bachelor question. What would you like to ask to get to know him better?
So is this the third one then?
This is the third one, contestant 7. So you've done contestant 1, contestant 5, and contestant 7. Micah, as the Bachelor, I'm curious to know about your passions and interests outside of the dating show scenario. Outside of this, my gosh, I can't read their name. Outside of this dating show scenario, what drives you in life, and what are some activities or hobbies that bring you joy and fulfillment? Like, I just also want to point out that we're like getting personal information about you, so any listeners out there are going to be like, oh, that's a match for me. You're going to be getting contacted by...
Stay away from that guy.
Yeah, you're going to be getting contacted by all the 70-year-olds and 4-year-olds that listen to this.
Perfect.
That's horrible. Okay.
Hmm.
What's your answer to this one, Micah? That's a good question and very different than what the other ones asked. They asked more about your like. They both asked about travel, didn't they? No. First one asked about travel. The second one asked about challenge and
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
and
a job
adversity.
interview.
Yeah, it was a job interview question. And then this person's just asking, like, what do you do out, like, what do you like to do for fun outside of dating shows?
I like playing video games and playing sports.
All right. Micah's response. I like playing video games and playing sports. Anything else you want to say? They did also ask, what drives you in life?
Yeah, I'm just ignoring that part of the question. That's too deep for a game show.
As for what drives me in life, I'm just ignoring that part of the question.
Perfect.
All right. What does Bachelorette number 7 have to say about that? It's great to hear you enjoy both video games and sports, Micah. They offer such diverse ways to unwind and have fun. As for ignoring the part about what drives you in life, I understand that everyone has different perspectives on that. If you ever feel like sharing more about what motivates, if you ever feel more like if you ever feel like sharing more about what motivates you, I'm here to listen. In the meantime, let's focus on having a good time and getting to know each other better. Shoot. This person's too cool. They're too good at this. All of these people are too good. Except for Waluigi. But Waluigi wanted you to find love so desperately. He was like, I wish him the best of luck. Even though he was like, I can't believe this is happening. All right. So I think for sake of time, I think you need to eliminate 2 and let's get to your final pick here. So
okay, well,
which of these, based off 3 questions, are you going to match with?
I'll match with contestant number 7.
Contestant number 7. All right. So now let me go through here and all right.
They're just very understanding to me, ignoring their question, which
which is
what
pretty
a great
cool.
quality.
Contestant number 1 says,
contestant number 1 likes to travel.
Yeah. Anything you'd like to say to? I asked, is there anything you'd like to say to the Bachelor and the audience watching the show? I said, of course. To Micah and the audience, I'd like to express my gratitude for the opportunity to participate in this fun and whimsical adventure. While I may not have been the right match for Micah, I wish him all the best in finding his perfect partner. And to the audience, thank you for joining us on this journey. Remember, love comes in many forms, and I'm sure there's someone out there for each of us. Keep searching, and may your hearts be filled with joy and happiness. Farewell for now. Why is all of their
For
farewells?
now,
all of their farewells sound so similar.
It's almost like
it's like
all the same AI.
It's like the same. It's like the same AI.
I think that was Zelda. Because why not?
This one conversation isn't loading. There we go. Okay. All right, contestant number 5, you have been eliminated. Anything you want to say? To the Bachelor and the audience, though my time here may have been brief, I'm grateful for the opportunity to have shared a glimpse of my world with you. Remember, love often takes unexpected turns, and I wish you all the best in finding a connection that brings you happiness. Farewell, and may your hearts be guided by courage and kindness.
Turns just like
of love.
That Kid Icarus game. That twisty turny bit.
All right. Based off this answer, contestant number 7, You are the final bachelorette.
Contestant.
Yeah, contestant. Everyone else has been eliminated. However, However, Micah has to guess who you are.
Do I?
Yep.
Are you gonna have them give me one last hint?
And you can make one final comment, but are not allowed to reveal who you are through the comment. I mean, one more comment before he guesses. Okay. Micah, here is the one final comment. Micah, it looks like we're the last one standing. Before you take your guess, I just want to say that regardless of the outcome, I have enjoyed our time together on this dating adventure. You've shown a lot of personality and charm throughout, and I appreciate the chance to get to know you better. So, any guesses?
That's not hopeful at all.
Shoot! The drama! Oh!
The least useful thing.
Micah, do you want to wager a guess?
I'm going to listen to my heart, and I'm going to say it's Samus.
Is this Samus?
I almost want to swap to Zelda, but I already think that number one might be Zelda. Oh, I forgot. There's probably a Peach in here, maybe somewhere too. Oh well.
Well, Micah, this is the response from Bachelor at number 7. You've got a keen eye. Congratulations, you guessed correctly.
Wow.
It's been a blast.
I'm incredible.
Okay, but I do have one more surprise twist here at the end. One last twist. You, as the Bachelorette,
AI is not going to insult me
can decide
and turn me down.
if you want to continue, if you want to accept this win and go on a date with Micah, or what's the alternative here?
Or you can shoot him.
Or you can take
Revenge on Ridley.
a prize
A prize?
of all the money in my wallet. Which
Samus has
do
no need for
you
money.
pick? Samus is also a bounty hunter, so might.
Samus has never bounty hunted anything.
Well, as much as I appreciate the offer of all the money in your wallet, I think I'll go with the date option. Hey! After all,
AI is
it's
too
not
nice.
every day. After all, it's not every day you get to go on a date with Samus Aran, right? Let's make it a memorable one. She's like, yeah, I'm going to let you go on a date with me. And that's very in character.
Perfect.
What a great episode. Thanks to everybody who tuned in. Hey, wait.
Yeah, I was like, what about all my other guesses? Is that the only
Now
one I got right?
Now for the full win here. Who do you think was contestant number 1?
Zelda? Is that what I said before?
Zelda? Okay. Who do you think was contestant number 2?
Isabel?
Okay. And contestant number 3.
That was Wii Fit Trainer, right?
Yes, that was yes. Mm-hmm. That was the one you said was Wii Fit Trainer.
Yeah.
Contestant number 4.
Is this the fiery light one? Is this what I thought? Pyra / Mithra?
Yes. Pyra Mithra. Contestant number 5.
Hmm.
You were leaning Palutena.
Palutena.
You were also leaning. You also said Zelda. You also said Peach could be in here.
Let's go with. I'm gonna go with Palutena.
Okay.
Why not?
Contestant number 6.
Oh, wow.
And contestant number 7. You already guessed right. You got almost all of them correct. Almost all of them.
Peach instead of Palutena?
It was Zelda instead of Palutena, and Peach instead of Zelda. Peach and Zelda gave very similar answers because they were both princesses. And I
thought maybe you'd limit to just one princess, but
no, I decided that it threw in a twist. But man, I'm surprised you nailed Pyra Mithra so fast. That was cool. I was kind of hoping they would.
No one is more impressed than me.
I was kind of hoping they'd stay in the game longer, and because I specifically said to exhibit split personalities between Pyra and Mithra. I was hoping for some weird answers there, but they just were kind of like, yeah, I have both of these sides of me. I was like, oh, okay. That is the end of the show. Micah, you are a winner on all accounts because you guessed 5 out of the 7 contestants, and you guessed the final contestant, and they accepted to go on a date with you, or to let you go on a date with them. Or
yeah.
What a great episode! All right, thanks to everybody who tuned in. Micah, where can people find you on the interwebs?
You can find me on Twitch at Micah Prime,
and you can find me gallivanting about over on Andros1 on Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, and everywhere else that you can find such content as that of what I make. You can also follow the show, Nintendo Pals. Be sure to check out our Patreon, where for as little as $1, you can be a Patreon subscriber and help support the craziness that is the show. And we're going to talk about some interesting stuff, April Fool's things for Pals Plus this week. But before we do, I want to shout out and give a thanks to our fantastic Patreon supporters. We have T-Bone, Nick Lanoy, Adorable Will, Monkey Thunder, Madison, aka Purple Riolu, Lava Plays, John Cummins from Retro Logic and On Topic Retro, Little Miss 7, Tim, aka Neoprime 33, aka Nintendo Dad number 4, Seth Sturgill, aka $2 Hero, LPD, Spider Shan, Solo, and of course, Mute Dog the Gamer. Thank you all so much for the support you give to the show. And that's where we'll wrap things up here. Micah, you want to give us some closing advice?
Mm-hmm. Don't assume that just because something is old, that it is right.
So true. And that's going to be where we end the episode. All right. Peace out.